It's super exciting to be in Vegas. It's a great city to have the draft, especially for the young guys that are getting drafted right now. So
to make the selection for the Seattle Kraken, I'd like to introduce Matty Deers.
I think it'll be a fun way to, welcome a new guy into the organization. If you work hard and just love the game, you get there someday. You'll be on the stage, yeah.
So the Seattle Kraken, the pick is in.
The Seattle Kraken are proud to select
The Seattle Kraken have found their next head coach, and he's already familiar with the organization.
The Kraken have hired Dan Bylsma to be the second head coach in franchise history.
3 years ago, I had no idea that I would end up here in this seat today. But clearly, the opportunity of Charlotte 3 years ago and CV last year has led to the opportunity to be in this kind of unique organization, an amazing organization, startup, franchise, hockey, somewhat new to the Pacific Northwest, but great fans coming out, a unique building coming out. So it's a unique opportunity, it's a great opportunity, and it's one I'm excited about. I don't want to do anything in life that I can't do with all my heart, with all my passion that I can bring, and great people and a great organization. And that's what I'm truly excited about this opportunity. And we got some really good players to be able to do it with. You just want to get everybody on the same page. You want to get everybody energized about what the mission is and what we can accomplish as a group, and get it underway and see where we can go with it. Come to Seattle here and you go to a game, it's a passionate group, it's an energetic group. You feel it at the games, you can feel it in the community. It's a great fan base. Just thirsty for more. They're thirsty for bigger and better, and that's something we're going to give them.
Coaching in the National Hockey League is an extreme honor and privilege. Having said all that, it hangs in the balance that I still have some other things to do in Coachella Valley.
The Calder Cup Finals are here. Jeff shorthanded, he's in, he scores! The Western Conference champion Coachella Valley Firebirds take on the Hershey Bears for the American Hockey League's top prize, the Calder Cup.
It's really, two good teams swinging away at each other and taking your punches, and you've got to receive the punches as well. Each and every playoff game has that same mentality and same feel to it. We find ourselves in Game 6, an elimination game, one we fully expected, and we have to come up with our best tonight to push this to a Game 7.
Me personally, I achieved a lot as a coach in the last 2 years, and it's all due to the players. It's all due to the, somebody said it after the game. It's just, we found the joy in playing the game. We found the love of the game with this group, and I'm thankful for that, and I want to take that with me. I think for the guys in that room that will be in Seattle, it's just they know what to expect from me, and I know what to expect from them.
9 o'clock, here we go. Appreciate everybody coming in. Good to see everybody. Hopefully your travels in were smooth. So obviously, it's kind of the culmination of all your year-long work, travel and everything else. Nothing's changed, right? I don't want to hear what you think we want to hear. I want to hear what you saw.
This is basically where it all comes together for us. The body of work has been done. All the scouts send their list, their reports. So that the purpose of it is to give it an order, put the players in order that we like them, and pretty much hear everybody's opinion last time and go from there.
Yeah, I think this kid, he rarely cheats a game. Competes in all areas. Big time history production. Yeah, he's an excellent player.
For me, I like really high compete. You know, warriors, battlers, guys that end up probably being fan favorites. You know, everybody has to have the speed and skill, but you know, for me personally, I love the guys that bring it every game, that, you know, go to war for their teammates, go to battle, sacrifice. Guys that show up in the playoffs and really make a difference in that time of year when it's pretty hard to get things done.
We'd like to leave here with this clear idea of how our list is. You know, there's things that come into play between now and then, the draft day, but we want to be confident that we have the list that we're comfortable with going to the draft day.
Yeah, there's a lot of good players. There's a lot of good defensemen, there's good forwards. It kind of feels like you got one guy on the top, so that's not always the case, and then looks like it's pretty much wide open.
This draft is so different from any other one in the sense that I think in the past we've been able to kind of say, if we're picking at 8, we think this is the player we're going to get and this is how the top 7 are going to go. But, you know, we're totally guessing this year as to what's going to be sitting there at 8. I think everybody understands the first pick's going to, you know, Celebrini is going to go to San Jose. But after that, I think this draft can go in a lot of different directions. So we're just trying to make sure that we're prepared for all the different possible scenarios when we get to our pick at 8.
Welcome to an NHL draft like no other.
You know, way back when I was drafted, I didn't get to go to the draft. So I can't imagine, like, for these kids to be able to be here and with their families and, you know, their dream coming true with the draft.
As a kid, you're excited. This is what you've worked your whole life for, to have this opportunity. I think it validates the fact that, you know, they think you have potential to be in the NHL.
San Jose Sharks are very proud to select from Boston University, Macklin Celebrini.
But I think you also have to recognize, just because you're drafted doesn't mean you're going to play in the NHL. There's a lot of hard work that has to go into from the time you're drafted till the time you get there. And hopefully you can get there not just for 1 or 2 games, but for an extended period of time.
This is the first step. Like, it gets way harder after that, but the moment to walk up on the stage or even get your name called, it's very special. I can't even imagine. It's very exciting.
And so now we focus our eyes back on the Seattle Kraken in the 8th overall selection. They are up next here as they continue to build this franchise, picking 8th overall. So the Seattle Kraken, the pick is in.
With the 8th overall pick in the 2024 draft, the Seattle Kraken are proud to select from the Spokane Chiefs, Berkeley Catton.
This kid's electric. He dominated the WHL this season. So it's Beniers, Wright, and now Berkeley Catton up the middle, Meg, for the Seattle Kraken.
This is the gentleman with the most points of any CHL draft-eligible player.
This is a guy that has a chance to be a centerman, has a chance to make plays and score, put up points, and make the teammates around him better.
You listen to him talk to, he's real smart, bright, and mature.
He's one of those players up in Spokane in the WHL, and again, close to them, so they would have the opportunity to get multiple viewings.
True.
He basically played in their backyard.
Leah Hextall with Berkeley Catton, the newest Kraken.
I am, and Berkeley, congratulations on being drafted by the Kraken. And I just saw you speaking to minority owner Marshawn Lynch. What did he say to you?
Just basically welcomed me to the city and says it's a great spot. That was pretty cool to see him there.
That is amazing.
You've been talked about as maybe the smartest player in this class. Why do you think people say that?
I think every time I have the puck, I have that ability to make those plays, and then obviously watching lots of hockey and, you know, just kind of learning from the best there is. So probably those two things.
I listened to you. They said some that I was not expecting. They talking about you the smartest player in the draft.
Yeah, that's what some say.
I just found out he the smartest player in the draft. He the smartest draft pick.
The smartest? Yeah.
Smartest. We got the smartest player in the NHL right now. The smartest in the draft. Did you know that?
What's that?
That cat, the smartest person in the draft. Because he's laughing about too.
So surreal. It doesn't even, I don't think it's really set in yet, to be honest with you. It'll probably hit me in a bit, but I'm just running off pure adrenaline right now. It's so cool, you know, especially playing in Spokane too, where I'm always in Seattle and stuff, and got to play at the Climate Pledge, and honestly, it adds that sense of comfort, I guess, a little bit, since I'm always there and in that region, and you know, for all the Spokane fans, I'm sure they're pretty pumped right now. So it's awesome.
Have you even got to take a breath and understand what the is going on?
No, not really, honestly.
But I'm gonna tell you this much: you're doing a good job.
Thank you, Mom, Dad, grandparents, everyone who's really got me to this point. Just surrounded by great people, and ultimately that led me to, you know, have success.
Congratulations, young lady.
Our player development staff was really pleased. They don't have to travel as far to go see our players now, some of our players. So, you know, we're excited first and foremost to get a good hockey player, and then, you know, it's an added bonus for us to get a kid that's playing in the state of Washington for sure.
I think it went very well for us. Obviously, like Ron said, not every player is going to be there where you want him, but we're very happy with the first pick, and then how it fell down for us. So overall we're pleased with the class. Yes.